Well, I thought it was kind of an up and down night. At points, I thought we looked like a really good team, and then at points, I thought we looked, as I told him, a little bit careless. Man, we struggled. Hands on deck with her, and she still had a phenomenal night. So kudos to her on that. But I did think we controlled some other people that we, is it Walther? She's really good, and we did a nice job containing her. But, the thing that I'm proud about is, Nora is obviously out tonight, and we didn't skip a beat. And I thought we came out and dominated, and I've talked all year about great depth on this team. And, Jazz came in and hit, almost 500, and really, made a big impact coming in and was ready to go. So and I think we're seeing that in practice is that, if I picked anyone on the court to go, they've been practicing hard. Sometimes players at this point, they've checked out, and I don't think we have a player on our team that's checked out.
Questions? You've kind of been ready, throughout the season. You come in there and do your thing. What was clicking for you right away from the jump? It seemed like, just watching St. John's coaches, it looked like they were kind of confused now to
It's been my role all year to just wait until the time is right and then go in and swing hard. And especially St. John's, they're such a big team. And they play such an interesting defense. My roll shots don't really work as well against a defense like this. So you got to just go at it hard. And I know that I'm being set up well, and I have people covering me. So just got to swing hard, and it works out.
Okay, so this might sound weird, but is it hard to defend a lefty? Do you
Definitely.
feel like you have something you can take advantage of because it's a little unconventional in terms of the angles?
I think so. You would think that, St. John's is probably pretty good at it considering they have Rastelli. But also, I don't think, I'm on too many people's scouts, so coming in kind of out of nowhere, what I would say maybe throws people off a little bit. A different lineup than when Keeley approaches on the right side.
So early in the third set, they call that timeout 10-8, then you go on the run, and then all of a sudden they came, pardon the pun, storming back. What happened?
A lot of errors happened. I thought it was. Maybe they got a kill or two, but I really felt like it was on us from passing to hitting errors were primary. Maybe we got blocked once too, but I really felt like it was something that we did as compared. Sometimes teams just step up and play, and I think they were clean at that point, and and we weren't. And that was what I discussed in the locker room. I think mentally maybe we just let down that we thought it was over, and we can't do that. St. John's against us at their place, we were up 24-19. And snuck out with a 26-24 game. This is not a team that's gonna roll over.
It seemed like Allison was nails in serve receive. I don't know, just considering how physical St. John's is, first contact has to be a pretty big priority. How big of an impact did she have on tonight's match?
Yeah, I thought she passed really well, and we actually even moved some serve receive rotations to try to get her to the center of the court. To get her more opportunities. So that was great to see because I think last weekend she had one match that she didn't pass as well. It was still decent. It wasn't, her numbers have never been bad, but they weren't the level that she's kind of set the bar at, and it was good to kind of see her come back tonight and have a great passing night. And defensively, I thought she made some really good digs too.
Kendra, late in the match, you had that kill where you sent it over the entire defense. What did you see?
The coaches had told me earlier in the match that was open, that they were kind of crashing in on defense, and I had been successful earlier, and so I just thought that was a great time to do it, and we had a great pass out of serve receive to allow me to go up and just try it, and luckily it was successful. Honestly, it was. It's
like the one zone you never, ever, ever would dump to.
Yeah.
But then against them, that's the zone you want to dump to,
Deep
right?
six is
right.
Not
where you
usually
should
the
go.
call, but it worked.
Yeah, her athleticism tonight was kind of all over the place, in a good way. Sorry. How much of a balancing act is that? Because they're so physical, but she can offset that with just her intelligence and athleticism. Do you feel like you guys were able to make some plays just because Kendra's Kendra?
Well, usually there's a point or two every match that we turn to each other on the staff and go, oh my goodness. And she had one in game one that I think she was supposed to block the three and the outside, which is a really tough thing to do. And so she was on the 3 because we thought it was going to go there, and she made a recovery play. And I think my comment to Brian was, I'm not even sure back in the heyday if I could have made that play.
Yeah, Booth, you could have.
I just can make things up about the way I used to play. But no, yeah, Kendra does some things athletically that are pretty amazing. And yeah, we're glad she's on our side of the court.
Jazz, I know you talked about like your role is just swing hard, but how do you step up when you're asked to have a bigger role on a night like this?
I think that I've been mentally preparing for this like all season long, and like I think just a good mentality to have is that like you're never out of the fight, and so like every day in practice, whatever my like 100% is that day, like I'm giving it, and I think our whole scout side does that. So I think that everybody on the team is in the mentality that we can go in at any time and crush it. And we have a lot of depth and offensive parity, and so I think that really showed tonight.
Nora was obviously in a boot, not in uniform tonight. How's she doing?
She's day to day, so she's got a foot injury, and we just felt like this was a good window to try to get her some rest. So, the thing with Nora, you guys know her personally. I mean, she's a resilient kid. But B, she's also, she's such a team player. So, she's been upbeat the entire time. She hasn't sulked, and, she wants to be on the court. But I thought, she was smiling and, being a great teammate as she is when she's playing too.
Did you have any time to prepare? I guess, I don't know when the decision was made to rest Nora, but where did you just find out?
We ran a couple different options yesterday at the end of practice. But then Booth confirmed that I was going to go an hour before the game. But I think just being the role that I've been in all year, when I heard I didn't really have much emotion about it. Not overexcited or underexcited, just even keel, go out, do the job, and hope that everybody gets healthy soon.
You're not overexcited?
Even keel.
This is her personality.
Oh, no, I'm
overexcited.
overexcited because I feel calm. Internally, I'm calm.
From the service line tonight, y'all had a lot of aces, but also a lot of errors. How do you balance that aggression?
Yeah, the ratio is very good. You want to be 1-to-1. I did think we were a little higher at times. But I also thought we really disrupted them with our serving. So that's the balance. I think you got to take some risks behind the line. They're too good offensively. As soon as you could get them out of system, we could put forehands. If you're one-on-one with 12, she's going to get a kill, a really, really high percentage, and she hit below 100 because we were, most of her balls were out of system balls.
Anything else?
Thanks, guys.